Hey guys, welcome back to The Amazing Planet. In this episode, we're going to be talking about some early life forms, like cells and two big creatures. Now, before we start talking about stuff, we need to talk about the planet. The planet has lots of oceans. So much of it is covered in oceans that there are only tiny slivers of islands. This makes it so land life will only evolve on episode 4. But before we start making the animals, we need to separate the ocean into little bits. So we won't have a section where a plant is inside of the Mariana Trench. First section is the warm zone. It's the section on the top where it is mostly light and there is a line. This is where most plants will evolve. This is also the place where most islands will be. The second zone is the temperate land. The temperate land is a moderate temperature, not like the warm zone where it is most exposed to the sun. This is like an average temperature. It's not too hot or not too cold, just like the habitable zone we talked about in the first episode. The last zone is the trench. It is at the bottom of the ocean. It is the coldest and darkest zone of far. It is very cold and dark. This makes it almost impossible for plants to evolve here. This is a hydrocool event. It produces lots of sulfur and other gases. This would be the perfect place for chemosynthesizing cells to evolve. Hydrocool events also produce lots of tiny atoms. These atoms may collide with each other to form amino acids and RNA molecules. These can become little cells. This is the Keller field. It is the first cell to evolve on the planet. It has multiple flagellas to help it glide through its environment. It also has an RNA molecule running through the center of it. This helps it produce more of itself. This is called budding. Whenever this creature would sense some chemical soup, it would swim over to it slowly until it actually reached its. Then it would begin slurping it up into neat little circles. This is the Keller field close up. It has multiple little tendrils sticking out. It can use these to its advantage because they can regrow them. They are permanently stuck in their body. The RNA molecule inside of it also has lots of the little bits wrapped around it. Now, let's talk about the higher zone where the plants are. This is the Sporus pluma. It has lots of tiny packed up flagellas on the back of it. These evolved from the previous creature. They are now used as roots to hold the cells in place. But also, it can use photosynthesis. This is a process where plants take in light and turn it into glucose. These cells can be found almost everywhere with some sand. They dig their burrows into the ground or sediment and begin growing. Surprisingly, the Sporus pluma is 2 times bigger than Keller field. Now that we have talked about the cells, let's talk about what they evolve into. This is the Oculus Adalia. It is a plant. It still has the roots that its ancestors evolved, but instead of being transparent, it now is dark green. This is because it takes in the sun's blue and red rays and reflects green. This is a picture of it with its roots sticking into the ground. I have no idea why it is completely black. This is the xylem of the Oculus adelia. This is what the seed of the plant looks like up close. It resembles an eyeball, but also it comes pre-packaged with a root. Now, let's talk about the animal. This is the Navigos gyrinos. It is like a tadpole, but much bigger. It also has a dorsal fin, which is mainly found in more complex earth animals. It can make folds on its neck to slowly expand it or to crunch it up. Another strange behavior for these animals is that they move in packs called I can't pronounce it, but it's going to be on the screen in 3, 2, 1. These creatures are herbivores. This means that they only eat plants, although plants only give a little bit of nutrition. So let's look at all the systems that they have. This is how they build nests. Now, you wouldn't really expect to see nests underwater, but this isn't your planet, so I don't care. So, these are the steps on how to build them. Now, this is what an egg looks like. It has many spots on it because of little patches inside of it. These make stuff happen which are not very dangerous to the animal. Now, these animals could get almost as big as a cat, or 2.68 centimeters. Now we have talked about both classes of animals and plants. The video is done.